reinforced concrete retaining wall. First, we need to dig the footings. Then, we fill the footings with plain concrete or PCC. After that, we place footing main bars and footings distribution bars. Then, we set up the straight bar in the retaining wall. After all the rebar for reinforcement is installed, we will install the formwork. And we will pour the concrete. After the concrete has hardened, the formwork will remove. Finally, we will fill the space with rock and soil.
This is the installation of gabion retaining wall. First, gabion baskets will arrive by pallet network in flat pack form. Second, unpack your baskets and fold the sides together, leaving the lid open. Then, secure the four corners of the baskets with the tie wire supplied with your order. Then, side preparation. Ensure the earth retained is terraced for safety while construction takes place. And then, excavate the area in front of the earth to be retained to a depth of 100 mm. Lay and compact a suitable subbase material such as Type 1, although a subbase is not essential in some cases. A jetted stem membrane is used to prevent air from entering the baskets. The membrane should be cut generously to allow complete coverage of the back of the baskets. Baskets are placed and secured to one another using supply tie wire or helicoils. Then, bracing wire is used to prevent the basket bulging. A rod is used to create a tourniquet to apply tension to the brace. The face of the basket should be hand-laid to create a dry stone wall effect. A further brace is added to prevent bulging of the baskets. And then the lids are closed and secured using tie wire. The process is repeated for the top layer. The membrane is used to cover the rear of the basket before backfilling can take place. And that's it, one gabion wall complete.
This is the second in a series of animations detailing the common sheet piling installation methods in the UK. This animation details the pre-drive method. This animation shows a Movax, an excavator-mounted vibratory hammer to drive the piles. This is generally seen as the safest method to pre-drive sheets. If a traditional excavator-mounted vibrator, often referred to as an MV, is being used, then an operator may be required to control the pile while the jaw climbs on the top of the sheets. Prior to excavating, it's an essential that the site to be scanned for services and all available service records has been secured. Following this, it's recommended to pre-dig up to 1 meter in depth along the line of the sheet piles. Dig to the extent of the sheet piles perimeter. Assemble the frames inside the excavation using an excavator to lower in each brace component and connect using pins or clips and bolt together end plates. These frames should be roughly pumped out to the required dimension and can be used as a guide to install the sheets. Remove the excavator bucket and attach the EMV to the excavator quick hitch mechanism. If an interlock sheet frame with corner piles is required, then the first sheet to be driven should be one of the corner sheets. The corner piles can be welded to the respective sheet piles and driven together. When the EMV is operational, pick up the pile using its lower jaws or clamps, then place it onto the truck of the excavator, side clamp the sheet and lift, ready for pitching. The sheet can now be lifted over the excavation and position where it is to be driven, and operators should check alignment on the sheet with a spirit level. Drive the corner sheet down a third of the way. If needed, reclimb the vibro hammer further up the sheet to allow space to drive the sheet again. Check that the sheet is vertically level with a spirit level. If the sheet is not vertically aligned, then extract the pile and realign anti-vertical. When pre-driving sheet, it is important to follow the design specified and drive the sheets in sequence around the perimeter of the excavation. Repeat the process with the remaining sheets. It is common practice to initially install all the sheets to 1 meter above ground level to ease installation of adjacent piles. When the line is complete, the piles can be driven to their final level. Pump up the top frame against the sheets to the recommended preload. Attach restraining chains between the upper frame corner sheets and every 3 meters around the excavation. Install MGF edge safe and ladder safe to allow a safe means of access to the excavation after digging. With an excavator dig to the second brace system level specified in the design, the edge safe can be removed from the side of the excavation while digging. Assemble the lower frame. Lowering assembled bracing legs into the excavation, they can be connected using pins and R-clip. For the last leg, ensure there is a sufficient tolerance to swing into place. The lower frame can be now pumped out to depressurize the sheets. Ensure a safe means of access has been provided for this operation. Attach restraining chains between the two frames roughly 3 meters apart around the excavation. Repeat the digging process to formation level. Prior to entry, ensure edge protection is installed as well as a safe means of access.